Hey, Jenny O'Connor here, and you are watching the Hot Violinist YouTube channel, where it's never too late to learn violin, and when you pursue whatever it is that you're passionate about, that's hot. And I am tuning in from the Gold's Gym parking lot with another edition of Hot Tips Tuesday. I just recently moved across town out of my apartment into a little house, which means that I don't have my apartment gym anymore. So that's why I joined good old Gold's again, which feels like coming home. This was the gym that I joined with my bandmates when we were first going on the road, and we joined it simply because it had the most locations in most around the United States. And we knew that we would be traveling to all of these different Renaissance festivals. So joining the Golds just made it so that we had that home away from home wherever we were. And we really did practically live there some of the time. And since I'm at Gold's today, I'm thinking about strength. And in case you were wondering, wanted to answer what areas of strength are most important to build up for your violin skills. And I'm going to show you a couple of exercises today that you can do, you can start doing now before you even get your violin. And by the way, I always like to say, whenever you're doing something, a little something each day for your life as a violinist, that makes you not only a violinist, but a hot violinist. So getting in the habit of doing just small things, letting that be enough to think of yourself as a violinist, I think can really provide a lot of fuel and encouragement through that beginning when things can feel kind of slow and kind of daunting to start to get motivation. So the strength that you need to be really good at violin actually comes down to two main things. One you would expect and one you might not expect. So the one that you would expect is pinky strength. Our other fingers are already pretty strong from a lot of the things that we need to do, but the pinky is almost always lacking in everyone. So I'm going to show you a pinky strengthening exercise. The other thing that is super important that a lot of people don't think about are the muscles on the top of your arm that cause our fingers to open. So a lot of your speed is going to come from being able to pick your fingers back up quickly. And since we are going to be pressing more with your left hand fingers as you learn the violin, just go ahead and do this and feel how you can feel the muscles on the inside of your arm move. So these are going to be naturally strengthening up as you learn violin, and to prevent injury, we're going to want to do exercises to also strengthen these muscles on the back. So I'm going to show you both of those today. By the way, I have a lot more tips just like this specifically about learning violin in my free mini course, and you can sign up in the description. So I'm kind of doing this on the fly, so I'm going to use things that I have in hand. Let's start with the back of the arm, and I'm going to use my hair tie here. And you'll just want to put any kind of rubber band around your fingers. The kind, and an actual rubber band works a little bit better than this because this is slippery. When you have just a good old-fashioned rubber band like the ones that come on bananas, it'll stick to your fingers. And what you want to do is just open the hand, and you'll feel these muscles on the back of your arm work, and you'll just count to 10, kind of hold on the out. 3, and 4. And 10. It's kind of awkward on my hand because I kind of feel it wanting to slide down. And now let's do our pinky strengthener. Now you want to strengthen the pinkies on both hands. The pinky on the right hand is going to help your bow to sound even when you're playing at the frog, because at the frog of the bow, your pinky is going to be holding all of the weight to keep that pressure equalized on the string. And with the left hand, just because the pinky is weak and we're going to be playing notes with that fourth finger. So what you'll want to use is newspaper, which I know it's kind of hard to come by these days. I didn't have one on hand, so I'm going to be using this Amazon delivery bag. And newspaper is the perfect consistency, but this actually works pretty well too. And what you want to do is have it loosely crumbled to start, and then you're just going to want to fully crumble it into your hand using mostly your pinky to pull in the uncrumpled pieces. That's it. It's a gentle exercise. Feels like it's not doing much, but after a couple of weeks of doing this 1 to 3 times a week, you'll notice it in your playing. We'll stretch it out and do it in the other hand. You'll feel the impulse of your other fingers wanting to do all the work because your pinky's not as good at it. If you go slowly and just really force that pinky. You'll feel that strength and dexterity of your pinky having to build. Thanks so much for joining me for this quick Hot Tips Tuesday. I have a whole mini course about violin learning. It's 5 days, 5 exercises, and you can sign up in the link in the description. All right, enough putting this off. I better get in there.